Hey folks, I am here to give you my update for Book 2 Tuesday, even though I admit I'm a little bit late. This is being recorded on Wednesday morning because yesterday just got crazy. And I just had meeting after meeting and all kinds of things come up and wasn't able to do this. So it is Wednesday morning, I admit, but I'm here. I'm making my statement and being held accountable for making things happen. So last week I talked about trying to decide about how to organize the book. And I had a couple of different ideas, and so been thinking about it and getting feedback from you all. And so I have decided to organize it into two parts. Part one being the interpersonal skills, and then part two being the execution skills. So part one, things like communication and team building. And then part two, execution skills, would be things like strategic thinking and risk tolerance. So I think that makes a lot of sense, and it kind of also corresponds to how book one was organized, which was connection, based on connection, connecting with yourself mindsets and then connecting with others' mindsets. So I'm excited about that. And also, I don't know if you saw it, but on Friday last week, I made a pretty long post about emotional intelligence, EQ, being the leadership superpower. And that came as a result of the conversation that we had at this month's Leadership Uncorked live event, where we were talking about what is the most important skill for a leader to have. Is it communication or is it something else? And someone brought up self-awareness. Because not everybody's great at communication. And if so, it's important that you realize that and figure out ways to mitigate that situation, because communication is super important, as everyone agrees. And so that really got me thinking about self-awareness. And, self-awareness, I was like, well, is that really a skill itself? Should I include self-awareness as a chapter in the book? And then I started thinking, well, self-awareness is really a component of emotional intelligence, right? It's one of the 4 components of emotional intelligence. And I realized that it's been a few years since I last read the Emotional Intelligence 2.0 book. So I went and got it out and read it again and realized that EQ and self-awareness are not really skills in themselves, but they're really the foundation for all the other skills. Emotional intelligence as a whole, the 4 components of which are self-awareness, and then being aware of your own emotions. Part 2 would be then managing your own emotions. 3, being aware of others' emotions. And then 4, relationship management. So managing your relationship with other people as a result of the awareness that you have. So really those are the foundation of all of the leadership skills, right? So I'm going to be talking about emotional intelligence in the book, not as its own skill, but as the foundation. So I'll be talking about it probably in the intro section. And then as I go through the different skills, talk about which of the elements of emotional awareness is based on or is underpinned for that individual skill. So I'm kind of excited about this new approach. This really is different than what I was originally planning to do, but I think it's going to be more robust and really add value for the readers. So that is my update for the week, and I look forward to talking to you next week. I would love to hear your feedback. Please feel free to give me your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you later.